Hi everyone, welcome back to my class. Hope everyone are fine. Students, in today's class, I am going to teach you a very important structural and electron dot structural formula, that is benzene. So it is very simple to write benzene. You have to remember what exactly we have to write while writing its structure as well as to write the electron dot structure. First of all, the molecular formula. When we write the molecular formula, so the molecular formula of benzene is C6H6. Okay, so it is benzene. The name of this compound is benzene. Its formula is C6H6. So benzene will be written in such a way that it has a closed structure. Okay, see, there is 6 carbon atoms. 6 carbon atoms will be written in such a way it will form a closed structure. Okay. So when we write benzene, it will be having alternate single bond and double bond. See, there is single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond and double bond. Okay. So after writing so much, we have completed now C6 and we have also written the carbon in such a way that every carbon is attached to one another. So it is a cyclic structure of the carbon, and rest of the thing what we have to write is we have to write the hydrogen. So we have to write the hydrogen. So there are 6 carbon atoms surrounded by 6 hydrogen atoms. Okay, this is the simplest way which you can learn to write the benzene. When we look at the electron dot structural formula, before teaching you the electron dot structural formula, you must know that why in some cases there is double bond and in some cases there is single bond. Okay, see, each carbon should be surrounded by 4 bonds. I have taught you in my revision video that every carbon will have 4 bonds. That means 4 bonds is nothing but 8 electrons. So that the carbon is having a feeling that it is satisfied. So if we write 2 bonds after every carbon, what happens? It will lose its stability. So that is the reason we have written alternate single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond and single bond, double bond. You can observe now every carbon is surrounded by 4. See 1, 2, 3, 4 and this carbon is 1, 2, 3, 4 because carbon forms the covalent bond. It shares the electrons. Okay. So now when we write the electron dot structure, see 6 carbon, we are writing firstly. Okay. So and each carbon has 4 valence electrons. Everybody know that. So this carbon is sharing 1 electron to bond with opposite carbon and 1 to bond with the hydrogen and 2 electrons to create the double bond. So totally 4 carbon. So totally 4 valence electrons. If this carbon is sharing 2 electrons, the opposite carbon also have to share the 2 electrons. See, 2 electrons are shared and the third one is to share with the opposite carbon, fourth one is to share with the hydrogen. And similarly, when this opposite carbon is sharing 1 electron, this carbon has to share 1 electron and 1 is to share with hydrogen and again 2. You can observe here it is creating double bond and then single bond. Again it is creating now the double bond. Okay. So now this is sharing 2 electrons. This carbon also has to share 2 electrons and 1 electrons to bond with opposite carbon, 1 to bond with hydrogen. And similarly this carbon, 1 electron here and 1 to bond with hydrogen and remaining 2 electrons to create the double bond. Similarly, when it is sharing 2, it also has to share 2. See, double bond, to create double bond, 2 electrons, 1 to share with opposite carbon and 1 to share with the hydrogen. Everywhere I have written 4 valence electrons of carbon in such a way that we have completed writing the valence electrons of it. Okay, so now it's time to write the hydrogen. See, the valence electron for hydrogen is 1. So I am denoting it by writing star. See, hydrogen's valence electron is 1. Okay, 1. See, there are 6 carbon atoms. See, there is double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond and single bond and 6 hydrogen atoms, and each hydrogen atom has a feeling that it has obtained a stability because hydrogen's nearest noble gas configuration is helium. Hydrogen need only 2 electrons to become stable. Okay. So if you want me to put the circle, see this carbon has 4. So it is sharing 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. This carbon has 8 and this carbon you can see it is also having 8 and this carbon is also having 8. Okay, and this carbon is also now it is having 8 and this carbon is also having 8. Okay, and this carbon also see it is having 8. Okay, every carbon has 8 electrons. By sharing it has obtained the stability. Hydrogen see 2 for hydrogen at every place. Everywhere hydrogen has 2 electrons by sharing each electron from the carbon. Okay, so this is how we write the structural formula and the electron dot structural formula for benzene. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share and kindly subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much.